Hey, thought leaders. This is the personalbranding.com podcast, and I'm your host, Dillon Kivo. Join us to learn how to build a legacy, boost your reputation, and make a lasting impact. Let's dive in. Hey guys, Dillon Kivo here, and welcome back to the personalbranding.com podcast. I am so glad that you're tuning in today because we're diving into a topic that can really make a difference for your personal brand. So, how to get published in the news organically. You heard that, for free. If you've ever dreamed of seeing your name in the headlines without paying for a press release, this episode is for you. Let's get started. First things first, you need to have an attractive story. What's unique about your brand or your message? Journalists and news outlets are always on the lookout for interesting angles that will grab their audience's attention. Think about what your story stands out. Maybe it's a personal achievement, an industry trend that you're leading, or a unique perspective on a current event. Your story should be newsworthy, engaging, and relevant. Now let's talk about building relationships. Networking isn't just for events. It's crucial for getting media coverage too. Start by identifying journalists and editors who cover topics related to your industry. Follow them on social media, engage with their content, and understand what kind of stories that they're interested in. The key here is to be genuine. Don't just pitch your story right away. Build a connection, offer them value, and let them get to know you. A well-prepared press kit can make your story much easier for journalists to cover. Your press kit should include a press release, high-resolution images, and a brief bio. Think of it as your one-stop shop for all of the information that a journalist might need. Keep it professional, but also ensure that it highlights the unique aspects of your story and make it easy for them to say yes. When it's time to reach out, create a pitch that's extremely clear, it's concise and compelling. Start with a strong headline or subject line that grabs their attention. In the body of your pitch, briefly introduce who you are, what your story is about, and why it's relevant now. Make it easy for the journalist to see why your story is a good fit for their audience. And remember, keep it personal. Tailor your pitch to each journalist or outlet to show that you've done your homework. Timing is everything inside of the news world. So if you can tie your story to a current event or trend, it's much more likely to catch the eye of journalists. Stay up to date with news cycles and see how your story might fit into ongoing conversations. If there's a relevant industry trend or even breaking news, use that as an opportunity to pitch your story in a way that already aligns with the current news climate. And then after you've sent your pitch, don't be afraid to follow up. A polite follow-up can remind journalists of your story and show your enthusiasm if you do it the right way. Just make sure not to be pushy. A simple, courteous message, a week or so after your initial pitch can really make a big difference. And if they're interested, ask for feedback, right? If possible, it's great. Constructive criticism can help you refine your approach either for them or some other journalist next time you're pitching. Your community can be a powerful ally in getting media coverage. Share your story with your network and ask for their support. If you already have connections with industry influencers or professionals who are respected in your field, if they can help you amplify your message, sometimes a well-placed recommendation can make all the difference in getting published. And finally, be ready to seize the opportunities when they arise. If a journalist expresses interest or you get a media inquiry, respond promptly and professionally. Be prepared to provide additional information or interviews if needed. The more you're prepared, the better you'll be able to capitalize on media opportunities. And there you have it. Getting published in the news organically is all about having a great story, building relationships, and staying timely and relevant. With just a bit of effort and the right approach, you can see your name in the headlines without spending a dime on press releases. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if you found these tips helpful, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. Your support helps me continue to bring valuable content to you guys. And until next time, Keep honing your story, building your network, and making those media connections. I'm Dillon Kivo, and this has been another episode of the personalbranding.com podcast. Thanks for joining me today. Thanks for tuning in. I'd love to hear from all of you. Follow and connect with me on all of your favorite social media platforms at Dillon Kivo, DILLONKI, V as in Victor, O. And until next time, keep building your brand and stay golden.